guys, today I'm going to show you how to flat iron with using the right products and just the right technique so that you don't have to pass over the same area 1,000 times, which prevents from damaging your hair. I was going to do it on my sister, and I actually attempted to record it, but it didn't work out. My computer kept I don't know, going into hibernation. Anyways, it was really frustrating, so I waited a couple days till I was more calmed down again, and I'm just going to do it on myself because I think that'll be easier. Anyway, so my hair's kind of towel dried. I might have to re-wet some spots. But what I'm going to do first is just put in some leave-in conditioner. I'm just going to mostly put that on my ends because I really don't need it near my scalp, because then that'll make things kind of oily. And then this spot kind of dried a little bit. My bangs always seem to dry first. Okay. And you don't want your hair soaking wet before you put any product in, because then it's going to dilute the product and you're not going to get the use out of it that you want. So right now I'm just going to put in Silk Infusion. This is before I blow dry, and I always use this before I blow dry, and even sometimes when I don't. So just kind of, you mostly have to just focus that on your ends where you put your conditioner, because this is what is getting the most damaged, especially for people with long hair. You know, they don't want to lose that length, so they have to be especially careful because they're not getting, you know, as much cut off as people with shorter hair do. And as I kind of run out of that product on my hands, I'll just kind of bring it up. But I don't want like a lot of it on my mid shaft to my scalp. Most of it's supposed to go on your ends. I don't have a towel, so I'll just use my comforter. And my necklace just fell off. That's awesome. Okay, and so now we're ready to blow dry. And before I blow dry, like if I'm blow drying a client or even myself, I go ahead and have my flat iron heating up so that's nice and hot and ready for me to use when I'm ready for it. So at first I'm not really going to use a brush. I use a paddle brush for my hair. But if you need more height, you can use like a bigger round brush, and sometimes I do this on myself. I won't today just because that'll take too much time, but that's an option in case you want to have more volume. And I do too, but I use Velcro rollers sometimes to get more volume. Anyway, so we'll start with our fingers, and then when it gets to about 60 to 70% dry, then we'll switch over.
Feel every heartbeat, feel your bodies empty nights. Call me and stop the shakes, you clear my mind. You're my escape from this messed up place, 'cause you let me forget. You know my pain. How can I tell you just all that you are? What you do to me? You're better than drugs. Your love is like wine. Feel you coming on so fast. Feel you coming to get me high. Drugs, addicted for life. Feel you coming on so fast. Feel you coming on to get me.
Okay. Now you don't want to get your hair like bone dry, because that actually can lead to more damaging when you come back with the iron. And she actually says on their instructions or on their box when you first get your chi, and I would save those for later in case you have any problems with it. They say that it's supposed to be 80% dry when you iron. So don't make it like totally like bone dry, but I mean obviously you don't want wet hair when you iron. I'm just using a clippy because I found that it was easier, and this is even before I got into beauty school. It's just easier to section everything off because then you're just not overwhelmed by just all of this hair that you have to iron. So now you can just kind of look at it in little sections, and it's much easier to deal with that way. Just gonna get all this crap out of the way. Now, I'm going to use Iron Guard 44. There are lots of different iron protectors on the market, so I don't know if any of them are any better than each other, but I've really enjoyed using the Chi 44 Iron Guard, just because I feel like this has given me the most protection out of anything. I've used a lot of stuff by Matrix and Paul Mitchell, and I don't think anything compares to them. I think because Chi makes irons, and I know Paul Mitchell does too, but Chi specializes in making irons, so maybe they, for some reason, can make products like that better. So I'm just going to kind of actually pull my hair back here and get it on those ends first, and then go all over with it. And your hair will feel just like a little damp just because of that product, so it will sizzle a little bit. And it's okay for product to sizzle, but it is not okay for your hair to sizzle. So if you know that it is that product, it is okay. And I kind of follow it. This is really hard because my mirror's kind of far away. Not used to this. So I'm kind of having to squint to see myself. And sometimes I don't use a comb on myself, but I always use a comb. Let's see, that's sizzling. I always use a comb on other people. Okay. And this usually takes me about 20 minutes because I don't have a whole lot of hair. But I mean, for you guys with thicker or longer hair, this probably takes a good hour. I think sectioning off also helped cut down my time too, because I wasn't spending all that time going over the same spot. Okay. Now, after I iron, I go over it with this silk infusion, and this is just kind of, it's a lot like what we started out with when we were blow drying this silk infusion, but this is just like an aerated version, and it's also a polishing spray. But this kind of has the same properties as the silk infusion, which means it reconstructs too. So I like to put this on after I've ironed because I've just damaged it and stuff. So it just makes it feel a lot better, and I feel like I'm not abusing my hair. So I'm just kind of going to section it off. You don't have to take like uber thin sections, but
figure when I'm restless, figure when I cannot cope. You're my addiction, my prescription, my antidote. You kill the poison, ease the suffering, calm the rage when I'm afraid to feel again. How can I tell you just all that you are? What you do to me? You're better than drugs. Your love is like wine. Feel you coming on so fast. Feel you coming to get me high. Drugs, addicted for life. Feel you coming on so fast. Feel you coming on to get me How can I tell you just all that you are? What you do to me? Figure every heartbeat.
and then like ethnic hair. Oh my gosh, dude! I had this like redhead chick that came to me at school all the time, and she wasn't black or Latino or anything, but her hair was like the same